What up peeps, today I'm going to show you how I turned some outdated Facebook Marketplace furniture into the contemporary wood desk I've always dreamed of. Now why am I doing this? Well, previously I made a desk from some recycled scaffold boards which were, let's say, quite rustic and very uneven, so I wanted a new desk that was bigger and much flatter. I didn't want to actually pay for a solid wood desk, so obviously I just hopped onto Facebook Marketplace where I was greeted with this orange monstrosity. However, underneath that once fashionable, orange-stained, massive round-over table, there was some decent wood. And wood is good. Wood is good. Also, can I just add, you can see in the background there's a lot of stuff going on, and I have since tidied up my garage workshop. Tidier, anyway. So once the legs and the leg holder bits, is there a name for those, are off, all we need to do is what America did in the 2020 election and remove the orange. And how do we do this? We sand. And we sand. And we sand. Sanding takes ages. It's really boring. Next, that dreaded round over. And how are we going to get rid of that? Well, with my cheap underpowered track saw, of course. Here we can see it cutting in real time, not helped by the fact that I was using a 48 tooth blade instead of the 24 tooth blade that came with it because I bought the 48 tooth blade for MDF, and in natural wood, the finer tooth blades don't cut as quickly, and already on an underpowered saw, that's not great. Basically. I have since switched back to the 24 tooth blade, so when I cut things I don't die of old age before it's done. Next I used a handheld router to add a 45-degree chamfer to all of the edges. If you don't own a router and you're doing a similar project, you could just sand these over. I like the chamfer because it adds a nice clean edge and it also aids durability. So now we have a nicely sanded contemporary looking worktop. All that's left is to add a finish. Which one will I use? Well, I chose Danish oil because that's what I already had in my garage. And it also adds a nice light finish to the wood. After a couple of coats, I buffed it off, and I'm trying my best here not to make a wood rubbing joke. So we now have a tabletop, but we don't have any legs. So I went straight back onto Facebook Marketplace, where I found these IKEA Bekant metal legs. I got them for around £30 after a bit of haggling, although you could just buy them from IKEA new. I think they've recently reduced them actually. So all that was left was to attach the legs, and as you can see here, I didn't bother sanding the underside of my table because I don't tend to sit underneath my table. Also, sanding takes forever. The table legs came with fixings, so all I had to do was screw some pilot holes into the wood to prevent any cracking, and then screw them into place, as you can see from this nice out of focus shot. I'm a professional cameraman, that is my job. So that's pretty much it, we have the desk. As a final touch, I added some monitor risers to my speakers, and I decided to do this by using my old desk, using the scaffold boards, cutting them up and adding some cheap Amazon legs in black that sort of match the general aesthetic. And that's it, I'm really pleased with the result. One, because it's nice to just make things and have things of your own, but also because it costs less than 50 quid to make a desk, get the legs, and also the monitorizer legs. All in all, a really nice little project. Thank you for watching, now go away.